And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel video today and for being here and being part of this conversation. I am very excited with how camp I look today. I feel like this is really a lot of camp going on here, and I've been getting an increase of numbers of comments that have been saying, Adam, what does camp mean? And for you, I say, I don't know how to describe camp. Like, you get it or you get it. You know what I mean? Like, I would hope that both sides, you know, for me saying the muckers, that you both get it. But realistically, you either get it or you don't get it. Camp is camp. Camp is fabulous. Camp is slay. Slay is this. And that's exactly how I would describe camp. I have been saying it a lot in my videos, and I just think if you get it, you get it. You know what I mean? But today we're going to be talking about Gabbie Hanna, Miss Gabbie Hanna. She has been basically doing the most bizarre TikToks recently, and I mean, this is no surprise for Gabbie Hanna. I feel like we are subjected to this a lot with bizarre content across all different social media platforms. However, I really have not heard a lot about Gabby recently. I don't think people have really been talking about her. However, I've been seeing that recently a couple of her TikToks will pop up on my For You page. And you know, it's spread out over time, so I don't really think it's that bizarre in the moment. But then today I was like, I need to go on her profile because I've seen a lot of videos that just don't make sense recently. And wow, bingo, it was right there. A bunch of videos that are just all over the place and kind of explains where Gabby's at right now. So I have them all saved here. So this is not going to be broken down into, like, you know, different videos. Like, it's not going to be Gabby talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock and her on that. Gabbie Hanna talking about how she is so famous and she always forgets it, because that's literally another video we're going to be watching. And Gabbie Hanna talking about how obsessed she is with and how she can't live with it. Like, there are so many things, and I've just compiled them into one video, so if you're here for it, you're here for it. I'm not gonna punish you by putting multiple Gabbie Hanna videos out there. We're just gonna go through it all in this video. And let's start. So this is where context. Gabby is coming out with an album, I'm pretty sure, in a couple weeks or a couple months or something like that. Like, her album is called Trauma Queen, and it's coming out soon. So she's, you know, been getting a lot of publicity with TikToks like the following. So we're just going to start from the start and go through it. Again, it's going to get progressively weirder as we go through, so buckle up. Also, got this incredibly camp, there we go, with the word again, cup in Starbucks, and I know that Emily D. Baker always collects all these cups and stuff, and Peter Mon always did as well. So I'm finally joining the Cool Kids Club. I've started my collection with one. Anyway, let's get in with it. What do you have to say to us, Gabrielle? Let's hear it.
Can we just catch up real quick? First of all, I'm so sad about how often I have to be sad about my face. Every time my skin clears up and I'm like, hallelujah, the prescriptions or drinking water or whatever the fuck I'm trying is working. Finally, as a 31-year-old woman, I can stop suffering with...
That's so bizarre to me that Gabbie Hanna's 31, and I'm not saying anything about the age 31. I just feel like I've never associated an age with Gabbie Hanna ever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not calling Gabbie Hanna young and I'm not calling her old. I just feel like I've never associated an age with her. So hearing her say that she's 31, I'm like, wow, like, you're 31. Like, wow, okay.
Teenage acne problems. In other news, I just bought my first bong. I can't show you, but I surely don't know how to use it. Oh, here's some good news.
She got her first bong. Are we all so excited? Miss Weed Queen.
Doing my garden. Somebody said, no offense, but why is one of your teeth a different color? I've always wondered. New insecurity unlocked. It's just kind of always been like that, but I guess I didn't realize how bad it's gotten. So I guess it's time to whiten it again, but did I talk about this again recently? Maybe on my Instagram story. I used to whiten it a lot, and then
Alright, so we get enough about that story. So that was the first one, and then again, we are just going to progressively go through these. So this one is like very short, and it's just this.
I'm kind of ugly.
Listen, girl, you said it, not us. And then we go on to this one, which is a very interesting one as well.
So many people. I don't even recognize myself. I'm not even just talking about physically. Watch this video you just did. You're halfway there. Now go watch one of the videos of me in the yellow sweater. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Alright, so there we have different versions of Gabby living within her. Very exciting. And then we have Gabby talking about the Will Smith, the Jada thing, and the Chris Rock situation.
I don't like to talk about pop culture or other people's lives, but I have...
Bitch! Bitch! I don't like talking about other people's lives. Bitch! Why did my light just go off? Did I scare it? Did I literally scare my light muckers? Like, what happened here? Hold on. This is very interesting. Oh. What? Hold on, muckers. What is going on today? Is it just like broken? That's inconvenient if it's broken. I don't know what just happened. Okay. I don't know what happened. Gabbie Hanna's working at my like electricity unit in my apartment, turning it off and on. Bitch, you'll better stop. So she just said that she doesn't like talking about other people's lives. Okay, whatever you say. Fuck me.
So if you remember a long time ago, Will Smith had a video where he was talking about him and Jada's happiness and how he told Jada, you go and find your happiness. I cannot make you happy. I need to be happy. You need to be happy. So go get your happiness. It's not my responsibility, right? So
I love that she has one of her songs playing in the background of this for background music. If you listen, you'll hear like a bunch of noise in the background, and that's Gabby's songs.
Out of breath. In a more recent interview, I saw somebody ask Will Smith if he had an open relationship, and he said, no, what we have is a relationship where I bring her my happiest self and she brings me her happiest self. Now here's my theory. Maybe they don't have an open relationship, but when they were having these problems...
I'm so glad to have Gabbie Hanna's take on this. I don't know about you, but I am so ecstatic knowing now that Gabby has this take on it.
You go do whatever you need to do to be happy. So then Jada's like, well, you're not making me happy, so I'm gonna go get what I need to be happy, and then I'll come back to you happy. And then it kind of became this argument of, did you cheat? Was this okay? Was this allowed? And they worked through it. I feel like Will and the Smith family, specifically Will though, has been the butt of a lot of jokes for the past couple years. There's so much to do with like the entanglement.
Gabby can relate to that.
And people like saying just certain things about him and his family. I'm sure that it was like not a fun thing to go through for him in the first place, going through anything publicly like.
How sympathetic of you. How sympathetic of you, Gabby. I'm sure it wasn't nice.
Fucking sucks, right? He gets through it, the family gets through it, him and his wife get through it. They're finally kind of on the other side of all this chaos. They're going to the Oscars, they're having a good night, they're all laughing. Chris Rock makes a joke, Jada gets upset, Will Smith is like, this motherfucker. Because I have to believe that they have a previous relationship, right? They've been working together for years, literally since like the fucking 90s. They've worked with each other on projects. They've known each other. They're in the same scene. Chris Rock had made that joke prior about Jada, and I'm sure they had a conversation. So I feel like everything that their family's been through and everything Will has been through, to see a peer who he considered somebody he had some type of relationship with, to use him as a butt, or his family as a butt of a joke, period. I feel like to him that was just like a too brute. I don't condone violence, especially on a comedian for making a joke. But I also...
something you could never relate to, making a joke.
For whatever pushed Will to be that emotional. Because that, like what you saw there was a lot of pain. And was a lot of like, for you to, in one of the most prestigious events in Hollywood, on a global stage, to lose your cool like that something fucking is hurting, period. Empathy for him, because he did fuck up.
Does she have to add period at the end of every sentence?
Bad, and he knows it, but it still sucks that he was hurt in that way.
Oh, she didn't say it there. It sucks that he was hurt in that way, period. Like, does she have to say it after everything? Listen, that was 3 minutes of words. Anyone else, like, first, like, I knew she was telling me, like, something and, like, her opinion on the Will Smith, but it was just, like, words. It was, like, a lot. It was, like, the most complicated, like, words being thrown together in a sentence to describe a situation that she could have described the exact same thing in an easier way, but just chose to add in like a lot of filler words as if she was like trying to submit like an essay to college and she's just like pushing the word limit. But alright, but alas, finally, there is a part 2 of her theory, so we can buckle up for what else she's gonna repeat.
Part 2, make sure you check out part 1.
Oh, we did.
So what I'm gonna focus on is his acceptance speech, because I personally haven't seen as many people talking about some of the things he said. So when he got up there, he was very emotional. It was clear he had a moment of intense like impulsivity and that feeling of being indestructible.
Something you can relate to, babe, right? Cheers.
Hypomanic or manic feeling.
Oh, you can relate to that, babe. Cheers.
No consequences. I promise you, not a single consequence went through his head in that moment. He was like, I'm going to stand up for what's right. Now, what he said in his acceptance speech was that he had recently been felt called by God to protect his people and like to lead or something along those lines. I only watched it once, but I understood what he was saying immediately.
Why didn't you watch it twice? Why didn't you watch it twice? There's your problem. So how can we trust you?
Because I personally also, and I felt that a lot of my friends and other artists have felt a shift where they do feel this very energetic call to help the planet. Like it's real. So I think to him,
what the fuck?
He's been
not the Shane Dawson edits. So here we have Gabrielle basically admitting that she releases her music. She threatens music on us because God told her that it would make that it would make the world a better place. What did we do so bad? Like, how many sins did we commit that God is punishing us for that? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus died for the sins, you know what I mean? And I feel like us listening, I'm not gonna finish that. Anyway.
Being called to really stand up for his people the way that Kanye said. That he was going
What is with these filters, girl? What is with these filters? This is not adding anything. It's actually very distracting.
Bridge the gap between white and black, and they mean it in a lot of ways, between, you know, the racial tension, but also like the opportunity. So I feel like Will has been called to protect.
This is so distracting. I'm not hearing what you're saying because I'm focusing on the fact that there's a rave going on in front of me.
People, especially in media, as one of the leading black men in pop culture, right? Like, how many black actors of his time really were there and are still like killing it? He's a huge fucking deep, regardless of any personal beef between Chris Rock and Will Smith, because you could tell there had been some type of conversation already because of the way Chris Rock gestures into the audience. He goes, come on.
Hold on, I need to look up on TikTok whether people are like calling out the fact that she has these fucking filters on it, because I'm wearing these glasses, right? But I feel like if I was watching these TikToks in a dark room right in front of me, no glasses on, I feel like it would absolutely trigger something within my brain. All right. Part 2, let's see if people are talking about the filters. Someone said, why is my video moving like this? Someone said, am I in a fever dream? Someone said, babe, I'm trying to listen, but I'm distracted by the filters. Someone said, damn bitch, you giving me a seizure. Someone said, what are the edits for? Someone said, I mean this with all the kindness in the world, but are you experiencing mania right now? Someone said, Gabby, what are these filters? Someone said, flash warning, please. Perfect, that's what I needed.
It's a nice one. As if they already
It makes it funnier now that people are calling it out.
Can make any jokes or something. Regardless of all of the personal tension, I feel in that moment that Will Smith felt like he needed to protect his family. I actually had somebody say to me, like, if men still protected women like that, do you think that women would get harassed as much as they do? You know what I mean? He felt like standing up for a woman being attacked for her opinion.
Sorry, I just need to preface that I'm not laughing at whatever she's saying in this video because I really have no idea what she's saying right now because I'm so just like distracted by these filters and like, what's gonna come next? Like, is it gonna be the pixelated? Is it gonna be a little twirl? Is it gonna be a blackout? Is it gonna be fucking rave lights? And I'm pretty sure that I'm hearing her talk about serious topics. So why is she distracting it with this.
A black
like
woman
that.
specifically being attacked for her hair, which literally everyone on the planet knows that hair for black women is very important. Like, it's important for all women, but because black women are so judged so much based on their hair, it's a big deal. So for another black comedian to make a joke about something he understands,
what is she doing with these filters?
I think Will Smith felt the calling to send the message for the people.
Moving swiftly along, because I feel like that was 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes of both of our times, and I don't know if you can retain any of that, but I surely can. But I can retain the first couple ones where she's like, I'm so ugly, for like no reason. I remember that one. Okay, let's go into the next one, because there is more.
Would you like to be a mom?
By the way, please stay for the one that I'm thinking of, which is when she's talking about how famous she is. It gets me, I love it.
Someday. I don't know if it's like the same thing with like Catholics, like you have to be a man to be a priest.
She wants to be a monk, she said.
I don't know if a monk is a priest, but I would like to be a monk one day because I talk so much and I feel like, and when I do something, I commit 1,000%.
Why with the filters?
So when I commit to meditating, I feel like I'm gonna be a monk. I think I'm gonna stop talking entirely, live in solitude, eat fruit, do yoga, journal, paint, and pray.
My. She is definitely a character, isn't she? She is definitely a character. So someone said the fight was staged for ratings because no one has been watching the Oscars in the past couple of years.
Damn, lighting really is everything. Like, look at me right here. Go look at me in my last video. That's crazy. I think it's so silly.
Not her constantly starting her TikToks because they get such bad views with like, someone needs to check out her previous TikTok. It's like a way of saying, please watch my last video without saying it. She's like, oh my god, did you see how I looked in that video I posted 10 minutes ago? Please watch it.
I'll say this because what is Will Smith getting out of this? Absolutely nothing. People would say this shit to me all the fucking time too. Like, she's just doing it for attention. And I'm like, do you think this is fucking fun for me? I don't think any...
Of course, Gabbie Hanna has been able to turn the Will Smith situation into a story about her. It's honestly quite impressive how she does it sometimes. Genius PR move, Gabrielle. Genius PR move.
Involved in that situation knew what was going on, and if it was planned, it was not from Will Smith's side. Like, you think Will Smith, that's like when Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul. I think those are somebody fought somebody. To be completely honest,
why is she struggling to speak?
I don't remember what I'm talking about. What's the question? It was staged or no?
Girl, you can leave. I hate this I'm so high personality trait. Fuck. Alright, we have this.
Listen up! This advice is about to change your life! I have the ick. This tip is not just for overcoming depression. This is gonna get you excited to wake up every day. It's 10:30, I just got up. Neither here nor there! Bitch, you gotta get a hobby. Bitch, better get a hobby! A lot of them. Just one at a time, but in your head, if you have so many hobbies that you're excited about, do you ever scroll TikTok and go, I wanna do that? I just saw a guy make a rug. He just made it. That's awesome. He just has like a little rug studio. I think it was in his house. I wanna set up a little rug making studio in my house. That is fucking sick. I want to write murder mystery novels because I'm really, really paranoid. And the scenarios that I come up with in my brain are best.
So scary.
It's fucking classics. How can I possibly be sad when I haven't even started my Nancy fucking Drew era yet? How can I be sad when I've never made a fucking rug yet? I haven't started crafting jewelry yet. Sure as fuck have not tried any water sports, and I sure as fuck never will, but you might want to. You're sitting there depressed. You've never gotten on a jet ski, and you want to? You got nothing to live for? You've never jumped out of a plane? I'm not gonna do it. You might want to do that though. You're sitting here like, I don't want to live, and you want to parasail and you've never Go parasail! I think I'm not gonna be a fucking gourmet chef. Got a lifetime left of hobbies. Get you a hobby, you'll never be sad again.
Oh wow. you know, something that came over me while I was watching that particular one? There is someone that I know, like in my personal life, who I love deeply. However, they are one of the scariest people I have ever met because they are so unhinged. And as much as I love them, I've had these conversations with them and they agree, they've had it with me. They are so unhinged that I never know what their next move are gonna be, and they're like, just like, sometimes can like really like, in a respectful way, like creep me out. That's exactly what I got from that video. But don't worry, we have a couple more, and my favorite one is coming up. Actually, I need to go in order, but I really want you to see this one about her. Like, I'm so famous. Like, I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, this one says, if you can't afford said hobbies, chances there are programs that you can volunteer where you can do the hobby for free.
Choosing to respond to this comment instead of one of the comments saying that I'm privileged for telling people to raise their quality of life, that they should pick up a hobby or follow their passions. Because exactly this. First of all, you don't have to have money to have a hobby. A lot of hobbies don't require a lot up front. A lot of supplies are really cheap. Pencils, pens, and paper are fucking cheap. Paint, like literally $1 a fucking bottle paint. That's what I still paint with now. There's a ton of shit you can find at thrift stores, discount stores.
All right, so there she's basically saying that she is not privileged and you can do it if you want. And then someone said, the idea of just getting up and doing what you want is kind of ableist. Not everyone has the mental or physical ability to follow their dreams.
I once saw a makeup artist with no hands beat his entire fucking face better than I ever could with his fucking feet. My good friend Molly Burke, blind as a fucking bat. She loves makeup, fashion.
I'm pretty sure Molly would be offended by you calling her blind as a fucking bat. Jeepers creepers.
Home decor. There are people with no legs competing in professional worldwide sports in the Olympics. Wasn't Beethoven fucking deaf? One of the greatest composers of all time, wasn't he fucking deaf? Nothing that I said about finding a hobby to make your life more fulfilling was ableist, but I have to point out that this statement is ableist because you're saying that because
we got a reverse card.
He's disabled, they aren't able to follow their dream. I myself have multiple mental disabilities on top of a lifelong of suicidal depression. Disabilities are only disabilities in an able-bodied world. I choose to live in my own world.
All right, so we have that one, and then we are moving on to this one.
I told myself starting April 1st that I was going to try not to smoke till 4:20, take a little tea break. I have a song coming out. I thought it would be fun to stay sober till then.
My goodness, her very clear dependency on WEED is so insanely terrifying to me because of how she promotes it. Listen, I have a lot of my friends who are very similar to some Gabbie Hanna tendencies we have here. But the thing is, they are not saying that, like, to live, you know, you need to smoke. Or to be able to do the dishes, you need to smoke. Or what Gabby said this time last month, this time even a few weeks ago, that she only feels connected to her animals, to her cats, whenever she's high. So Gabbie Hanna is not only admitting she's a dependency on it, which, listen, I have no issue with. I don't care what someone does with their life, and especially as something as like WEED, I look at it so casually. But anyway, for Gabby to be promoting that, to be able to just like exist in a mentally stable way, you need to be constantly smoking, to her very young audience, and it is very young, she's group chats with them, they're all like 12 years old, that is scary. You know, smoking every day, you can do what you want, right? But to come on and basically insinuate that to live you need to be high, which is what she does, is very dangerous. No matter your opinion on class of DREG or whatever like that, like it is just like, you don't promote it like that. Anyway.
I can't do it. I'm in so much pain. I'm out of my prescription. I had to take 3 of his pills yesterday. And I'm still in pain. The weed doesn't help with the pain, but it helps me not think about the pain. Like, I'm able to not just like sit here and like focus.
Do you hear Gomez going crazy out there? Gomez, you good? Are you good? You good? He just walked in. I was hoping for a meow response, honestly. You good? Alright.
So I'm just gonna smoke.
Alright, so we have that one. And then we have the following one. Oh my god, is this the one? Wait, is this my favorite one? Hold on, if this is the one.
You're an artist and you feel like you've been
Damn it, this isn't the one. Okay, must be the next one.
struggling to be seen or heard, and you're worried that you'll never reach your fullest potential in this lifetime. So many geniuses and artists aren't recognized for their genius and their art until after they're dead, because they were ahead of their time. Edgar Allan Poe is one of the most famous, like most recognizable names in poetry and short stories of all time. And he died a poor alcoholic. Like, nobody gave a fuck about Edgar Allan Poe.
My goodness, I would equally love and be so scared, like love and hate, to be inside Gabbie Hanna's brain for one day. The fact that all of these videos are coming within the span of like 20 hours of itself is so insane to me, honestly. But I guess she's gotta keep things exciting.
After he died. Our time on this earth is so small compared to how long eternity is. It's okay. Even if you don't get it in this lifetime, that doesn't mean you won't get it in the next. Just keep grinding it out, man. The universe is so silly.
Man.
And you have literally no fucking control whatsoever. So just let it go. Let it go!
No, alright, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Okay, and then we have the, oh my god, this is the one, this is the one, okay, this is the one that I have been waiting for. You're the one that I want, woo-hoo-hoo. This is the fucking one, I am so obsessed. I have not seen the full one of this. I've seen the other videos before this, but I stopped watching this past the point where she says that she's so famous, because I was like, I just need to watch this with you. I feel like it's so camp already.
Straight up, the realization that really changed me, I have a lot of them, but I never realized how fucking famous I am.
Ah! So camp, so camp, so camp.
Deadass. Because I've always been really hard on myself. I don't have very high self-esteem, really struggle with imposter syndrome. Like, up until this year, I did not know I was successful. Deadass. But like, okay.
Deadass.
Go click this sound and look at the videos. People you've never seen, never heard of, will never see or hear from again. Go viral, just duetting. If you use my name in a video or a caption or like a little side reference, if you use my name in a comment in somebody else's TikTok, you're gonna go viral.
As much as I would love for that to be true, Gabbie Hanna videos within the drama community always tend to get the least amount of views. I've literally had conversations with like Spell Sesh and like all of my friends within the group where we'll talk about the fact that like any video on Gabbie Hanna severely underperforms, but it's just fun to talk.
I'm fucking famous as shit, and I had no idea. Now, the one thing that has always bothered me and will always bother me is that feeling of being misunderstood, misrepresented, feeling like people are telling you and everyone else who you are, but nobody's actually paying attention to who you are. For example, people say I act crazy or start drama to promote my music, but that's
just exactly what she does.
Time people have started drama with me, I usually push off a project. I've deleted my social media. I've privated my social media.
Yeah, but this was before you were gonna release the stuff anyway, so that was just more promo.
If I was doing shit for attention,
No, I'm not allowing Gabbie Hanna to tell us that she doesn't do things for attention. No, I will take the trolling, I'll take the singing, I'll take the anything. You cannot lie to us like this. It's wrong to lie.
A whole fucking album when I was trending every single fucking minute. I've waited for so long for my life to just calm the fuck down so I could just post for the people who want to see it, and it feels good. And
Did fucking Wendy just move? Oh, it was Gomez that moved it. I was saying that as a joke. I fucking saw it move. Gomez, seriously, whenever I'm filming a video at 1 AM, it's not the smartest thing to lie. He's just fucking giving me the dirtiest look right now. It's not great to play with the fucking Wendy, the life-size 6-foot fucking Wendy Williams that's gonna move in the background of me and make me fucking shit myself. That was so terrifying. Anyway, let's go on.
oh, because I'm famous as fuck that eventually it'll work out. Whenever it's supposed to. God's timing, not mine. It's like Will Smith said.
Very clearly hasn't been your timing, Gabby. Alright, and then we go on. We have 2 last videos. So we have this first one.
Keep it pretty till you press me. I'm crazy. Why'd you test me? Yeah, I'm petty. I'm not sorry. Had to lay that bitch to rest. Fall in line, ho. What, you missed the fucking memo? I'm a savage. You so average. Wanted smoke? Well, now you have it. Take my talent. Then you have it.
Girl, you can keep that talent. You can keep that talent.
Time to break you like a...
Okay. The way she like checks for the lyrics halfway through it is so funny because she doesn't cut it out. I love this.
Have it. Time to break you like a habit. I'm the rabbit. You're just Alice. This bitch is madder than a hatter. Tis get test it. Just check the facts. You're mad, sis.
She gives me Julia Fox vibes. If you know Julia Fox, I feel like Gabby gives like trying to be Julia Fox vibes. Because I feel like Julia Fox is being quite successful at being Julia Fox right now. Alright, final one.
Talk a lot about the fact that I smoke weed because it is kind of...
Oh my god, another video about her fucking addiction.
Part of my life. It's helped me in a lot of ways. I feel like the pros of smoking weed so outweigh any cons. But I'm gonna tell you the biggest con right now.
Ooh, apples and peanut butter. So good. So good.
As soon as I smoke, I become a bottomless trash.
I was just gonna say, once I start drinking, or once I start smoking, I become a bottom. I was like, girl, come to Brighton then. You'll fit in well at the clubs that we go to.
Receptacle. I literally just can't stop eating. It's like, it makes my stomach numb. The oral sensation.
Okay, that I can't do. She is literally just putting the peanut butter on the fucking apple spoonful. No. You need to put it into slices, then you dip the apple in the peanut butter. That's what you do. This is too much.
Eating is so fucking outrageous.
Snack review.
Like,
PB and apple.
can you...
Why is her editing so terrifying?
Something better. Crispy, juicy, slightly sweet, but wait, fucking sticky? Still sweet, but a little bit more, not bitter. Bitter's not the word. Earthy? Peanut butter and fruit? That's gone. Stop eating. You're not hungry. Drink some water. Chew some gum. Breathe. What's wrong? It's not weed that makes me eat. It's fucking boredom. I'm eating because I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding the mountain of fucking tasks. I already solved this problem 80 times, so I forgot. Because I'm high all the time. Guess what? You guys like me better when I'm high, but usually you think I'm high when I'm sober, and you think I'm sober when I'm high. You guys don't fucking know me at all.
It is really sad to see the journey that Gabbie Hanna's social media presence went on, right? Like, Gabby had so much potential whenever she was doing story times or doing like funny TikToks. They weren't funny, but funny in theory. She had that personality for it. And it's really interesting to see that her channel has just turned into her talking about like how she's high all the time. I don't understand how people enjoy watching it. Well, I mean, clearly not enough do, based on the views. But you know what I mean? Alright, muckers, this was a long time in this chair watching Gabbie Hanna. That's how I'll say it. Let me know your opinion on all this. We can talk below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one, and bye. Mwah.